Do you need a little help boosting your team's productivity? The workplace is always changing and evolving. It seems like it's moving at a faster pace than ever. And if you're trying to keep your team's productivity high, it may be time to turn to the Kanban or Agile methods. When it comes to productivity tools, there are lots of methodologies out there. You've likely heard of some popular ones like Agile and Kanban, but it can be tough to decide which one is the best fit for your team. I'm Raid, and in this video today, we'll discuss everything you need to know about Kanban and Agile. Let's get started. Simply put, Agile is the family of workflow technologies created to promote and improve iterative processes and products. It was created as a response to the limitations of waterfall and traditional sequential development systems. If you're looking to overcome workplace challenges with iterative development, testing, and learning-based improvements, then Agile is the system for you. When it comes to software development specifically, there is a need for experimentation and innovation. Your outcomes are never certain, so traditional workflow methodologies just don't cut it. Research and feedback can completely alter the nature of a product, so developers have to be incredibly open to change. At the core of Agile, you have communication, collaboration, and an aligned effort toward goals, all using four main principles. First and foremost, focus on customer satisfaction. Your teams should continuously be aiming toward product and service improvement. The second principle is to deliver value often. Product creation is a must, so your team's workflow should be structured around short production cycles to focus members on reaching the next stage. Third is the ability to embrace change. Your team should be prepped to change course at any point to capitalize on the latest insight from research or customer feedback. The fourth principle is to develop sustainability. With Agile, workflow is developed at a healthy pace. This way, employees work steadily at a particular pace, maximizing overall productivity. When it comes to deciding between Agile and Kanban, it's sort of difficult to pit them against each other, seeing as Kanban is actually one example of the Agile method. Kanban, which means signboard in Japanese, was developed in the 50s by Toyota engineers. Management promoted an ideology of only manufacturing what the company actually needed when it actually needed it. And so enters the Kanban board. The Kanban board allowed them to make products faster while avoiding the issues of excess production. Later down the road, software developers adopted the Kanban method and further refined it. Now, the Kanban method involves breaking projects down into individual tasks on a board with multiple columns representing various production stages. Most typically, this looks like to do, in progress, and done. Then a card representing each work item moves through the various stages until it reaches completion. Some stages have work in progress limits in place. These limits signal to the team when to shift attention to different work items. Let's say you're working on software improvement. You might have a work in progress limit that your team can't work on more than 5 projects at a time. The need to address bugs and constantly update or improve means there is an unlimited backlog of projects to work on. So, when your team completes an item, a work in progress limit signals it's time to begin work on another one. The Kanban method is tailor-made for repetitive processes. Here are some of the Kanban benefits you can expect from using this method. By dividing projects into stages, your teams can better understand the project overall, as well as where they should be applying their energy at any given time. The use of cards also helps show everyone involved what the project's status is. Kanban is all about quality over quantity, so improved efficiency is a sure thing. Your team can concentrate on completing a few projects at a time rather than spreading themselves too thin. This way, they can complete individual products or tasks much faster. One of the best parts of the Kanban method is that it only gets better with time. Fully engaging your employees makes it easier to identify bottlenecks and parts of a project where work is disorganized. Your entire team consistently stays on the same page, so change is easy to implement and processes can improve with ease. So, which do you choose? Agile or Kanban? Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't really have to choose because they're in the same family. Instead, it's best to understand Kanban's role within the Agile framework, and then after that, determine which is the most useful for your specific team. Agile is great for projects when you're not sure of the final goal quite yet. Agile also prioritizes constant communication between all your team members and streamlines workflow for continuous development. Kanban is a great method under the Agile umbrella for reducing waste and eliminating parts of your system that just don't add value. Kanban also conveys project status through a visual board. Because of this, Kanban has the best visual representation of work and progress. Overall, Kanban is great at refining your processes. When it comes to implementing Agile and Kanban, Jotform has your back. Jotform can help you create complex workflows by automating processes. We're talking approval workflows, tracking bugs, gathering feedback, and task automation. Not to mention, Jotform's customizable forms integrate seamlessly with dozens of workflow management apps. There you have it. Workflow processes can be daunting, but with Agile and Kanban at your side, your team's productivity will skyrocket. Let's review. Kanban is one type of method within the Agile framework, both of which help streamline your processes and increase your team productivity. Agile prioritizes constant communication between all your team members and streamlines workflow for continuous development. Kanban identifies and eliminates parts of your process that don't add value, conveys project status visually with a board, and is great at refining your process over time. As always, thanks for watching. I'm your host, Raid, and don't forget to subscribe.